Sorry. Good evening. I'm happy to be here tonight, so I'll say it. I will say it. God, dude, the fucking French, man. People are rude in France, man. I said hello to a guy, he said no. So, who wants one of these handbags? You want one? Oh God, baby. There you go, buttercup. What else, dude? Not much. My sister's been fucking this guy. I wouldn't fuck her. So I just don't see what he sees, you know, but thankfully there's laws, you know, so. What else, are we done?
No, keep going.
Oh, I'll tell you what happened was, my cousin got bit by a gay guy. So we'll see.
The first money I made on Instagram was $10,000 for a post. Guess what item you think it was? I had to promote.
Let me think.
So it was a girl item.
Oh, like a vibrator. Sexual. A gun. No, like a recipe book. What was it? You know, I grew up around some fucking real crazy poor white people. You know, the dude, they had a dude in our town, no arms, used to fucking fight everybody. You know that dude. You know what I'm saying? He'd get you in that lurch. He would catch you with between his chin and his chest. He would fucking snack you like a snake. And he'd choke you down.
He had no arms.
No arms at all. And he'd fight anybody, dude. And he would choke you. So
if you went to...
the whole family was fucking...
He could choke you out.
Psychos, bro. Brother had sharpened half of his teeth on one side of his mouth, dude. These people would fuck you up. One of the kids was in a wheelchair, they never taught him to walk, I think. I don't even think he was crippled. They just never taught him to walk. And so the other brother would carry him on his back everywhere, like a backpack, dude, and didn't even give a fuck. Somebody one time when I was in college sent me a picture of two old men, and they were naked in a room. I remember getting this email.
Oh, Lemon Party.
And
I've probably seen the same image.
And they had a kid like sitting on a bed.
No, I haven't seen that image.
Right? And in my mind, I'd never thought about old people and children and sex, you know, or anything wild like that.
Wait.
So I remember seeing it and be like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. But I remember seeing it and be like, what a crazy idea. Like, you know, everybody is naked, you know, and so like life is naked. This is just it's almost like an art. Like this is how people, you know, it's like this is when they're old and this is when they're young and these guys are, you know, watching TV or whatever, you know, I thought. So I sent it to everybody I knew. I was like, guys, this is so silly. And dude, I remember like 2 years later running into an ex-girlfriend and she goes, well, what have you been up to with your life, right? She goes, yeah, well, nobody will forget that time that you sent that picture of two old men and a naked kid to everybody. Virgin power is so strong, bro.
Is it?
Virgin? Oh, dude.
That's crazy.
Oh, somebody parked a Volkswagen Rabbit on this guy's leg one time outside of our schoolhouse, and I saw a virgin fucking lift it right off his leg.
Wild. Yo, what?
And this was in fucking... Who knows when it was?
Every scene is from like the movie Powder. Every scene, it's amazing.
What are you talking about?
Every scene of your
ever heard
life.
stories like that?
I've never seen a virgin pick up a car.
Yeah.
They pick up AK-47s now. That's the problem. Virgins now are picking up AR-15s. Hopefully they start picking up cars again. That would be nice.
They need to start
That'd be
passing
great.
out some pussy then, bro.
I agree with you.
Because they're shutting down all the pussy, bro. That's who's doing it. Did a bunch of mushrooms and we didn't... I don't know, we weren't really in the race or anything, but at one point we took over a table. Somebody had a table where they had all the cups of water, and we took it over right in the middle, and I'm just flying on mushrooms at this point, dude. I'm looking, you know, the Lord's looking for me, you know, and I'm looking for him, you know, and we're going to meet up that afternoon. But, and people were running by in this race, you know, it's tens of thousands of people in this race, and when they get close, someone would try to get the water, and we'd be like, no, it's for Asian people only. So you had so many people, and they're running. They have to keep going. There's a huge flow of people. They can't argue or discuss it.
Right.
You'd be like, oh, it's Asians only. And they're like, and they just keep on fucking moving.
Passing out from dehydration a quarter mile down the road.
All these Irish people stacking up at the curb at the next turn, just boom, boom. And all Asian people were just so happy,
Super
bro.
hydrated.
Bro, one time I was with this girl, and I was so drunk, bro. She was driving us, and I had to puke so bad, and I just took my hat off my head, filled it, just vomited right into it, right? Just threw it right out the window, just kept talking to her like nothing had happened, bro. It'll cure Down syndrome, bro. I beat it.
How you beat it?
There was a lot of rumors in my town that I beat Down syndrome.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's inspiring, man.
That's how I felt when I heard them, because I didn't start them. You check any Native American's car, you always find gin and femurs or something. You know, they keep the dead with them a lot of times. I unfortunately almost knocked this young lady up that was from South Dakota. And she lived on a reservation, and she like threatened to have the baby.
Damn, how old were you?
37 this year. It was this year. And she wouldn't even be cool. She threatened to have the baby, dude, and I just met her at a motel. Look, the bottom line is people are without hair. You see them all the time. Will Smith's husband. He lost it.
So did you do like the open mic circuit in LA?
Yeah, started doing open mics here.
Like at Marty's or where? Like at the
They had a
Comic
place.
Meltdown and stuff?
No, they had a place over on the west side of town I lived.
Yeah.
I was sleeping under, a buddy of mine had a bed, and I was sleeping under his bed for $150 a month.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes even in his bed sometimes. When he would be out of town or when he would leave for work, I'd climb up into his bed, dude. And I've never been heavily homosexual, but I will say this, that there's nothing really gayer than getting into a man's warmth after he's already left the room, you know, and climbing up into his bed. A man you don't even really know that much, but still catching that hit off of his temperature, you know?
That's funny.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
I need somebody who can show me love. You know somebody who can show me love. Hey, please don't let me down this time. I need somebody who can show me love.
When you jack off, when you were young, I mean, I remember if I saw like I remember my buddy's mom had a brassiere one time that she would leave hanging in the bathroom, and I'd just go in there and
The brazier?
Oh, bro, I would tie it around my fucking face so that each cup like came over, like
wow, that's
right,
some weird
left
shit.
a little bit of nose, but the nostrils were covered. So just the middle,
Oh, this,
just that nape.
it's
bro,
almost like that Versace, the Killing Versace shit. Where
What's that? Your nose taint? What is this thing? That little part?
Your septum.
No, it's your nape, isn't it?
A little
It's gotta
bit.
be.
A little bit. You'd cover up so you can almost restrict your breathing.
Oh, bro. So I had to breathe solely through these fucking these straight up titty
Booby
shields.
holders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what you used to like, huh?
those fucking milk holsters, bro. I could smell the milk. I could smell the skin. I could smell the nipple. I could smell the children. I could smell all the years of my buddy growing up.
What the fuck,
Bro, I
bro?
could smell it all, dude.
Wow.
And it would go straight into
That's
my head.
creepy.
And that, dude, I would jerk sometimes when I was young, when I'd masturbate, I'd pass out. Time I knew I had a neighbor at one of my old places, and he had husbands or men. He, preferred the pleasure of men. And they used to get up there, and sometimes, dude, I'd be laying in bed at night listening to these men make love kind of in the distance. And damn, sometimes it was, it didn't make me erect or anything like that, but it was probably the most I ever even knew my neighbors, really, in a weird way. It's probably the closest that I got to knowing any of my neighbors. Was sometimes listening to this man who used to make soap. He also made soap. He was a soapsman or a sudsman. I don't even know. I could look it up on my internet's having trouble. I would listen to him, and he had a couple of different partners, I think. But that's his shit, dude. That's his life.
I feel like a
Nah,
kid.
but you're beautiful, man.
Yeah,
You're a good guy.
I appreciate it, man.
You seem like a really good guy, and I'm happy that you found a lady that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just remember seeing you guys laugh and just like being like goofy, and just seemed like I was like, man, these two kids are. Hopefully, they don't have a child, because this child's going to be mentally handicapped. But I also remember Because where I'm from, if you see two mentals hugging, you call the cops on them. And that was a rule when I was young, and that's true, dude. That's true. If you see two mentals hugging, you call the cops immediately because once two mentals don't make a non-mental.
Right.
You know, rarely do they. And it's a risk, and it's high risk, low reward. That's what they call that. You don't think I have talent? Well, let's see if I do, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So then I just got into stand-up, and I always like making people laugh. Like I used to do a similar thing when I was a child. At the lunch table, we'd get some kids who were mentals, or a couple of them might have been mentals, and a couple kids that were well, you know, and we get there and sit them to make them drink milk and then tell jokes and do stuff until one of them just blew milk out of their face, you know? And if you get some straight up just couple mentals, boy, some straight up sawed off humans, you get them to straight up blow leche out their dome, dude. That's America right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew I was like, oh, I got some kind of a gift here, you know? I almost blew the throat out of this one boy. Almost blew the throat out of this one boy named Tot, T-O-T was his name. Kind of a bad name too to be mentally challenged, but also easy for him to spell. And I'm not joking, that's what his father said. And easy for him to spell backward and forward. Same name, Tot. So that's true, man.
Was this guy's his name was Todd?
Why are you so laughing at him?